This is a number 11 X-Acto blade, a very handy hobby knife. I buy these by the hundred. You can use these for scraping, but it's a lot handier if it has a hook on it. I'm right-handed, so I want this to scrape in this direction. That means the hook has to be on this side. If it helps, put a mark on there so you don't get it backwards, which I've been known to do. Now you can use a new blade or you can use an old one. It gives a second life to an older blade. You want something hard. You can use the handle of a file. I use a piece of piano wire. You hold that firmly, drag that piece of piano wire across there. Do it on that side. You'll have a hook on that side. You'll remove these real fine shavings of plastic. And plastic is what I've used this for. It's also very handy if you have some little runs or bubbles of varnish or lacquer. You can very carefully scrape those off with this. And after you get through scraping it, then come back with a piece of fine sandpaper and dress it out. But that's a very smooth finish. And all this is a miniature cabinet scraper. You're just farming a hook on there. Now if you're left-handed, you can do the same thing, put the hook on the other side. I have some seams on a few of these castings that was offset. I put some epoxy sculpt in there. And before I go filing and sanding on this, I want to remove some of that material. Let's use that scraper. Start working that down. Get it down, work it down a bit. And I use 220 sandpaper. And that's a lot faster to scrape down the bulk of that material and then sand it smooth with the sandpaper. This is a normal mold seam. And you just take very light scrapes on that. Get that down smooth. You don't want to keep going in the same place or you will scratch a new groove. Come down here on the leg. Little 220. You take a wet towel and you run that across that and you'll be able to see if you have any more imperfections. Very handy little scraper that works very well. And it's easy to make.